These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Tracking a big shakeup in the West Wing today, Mike Waltz is out as National Security Advisor, but he already has a new role lined up in the administration. Sources say his credibility never recovered after war plans were leaked to a journalist in a private text chain. But Waltz isn't leaving the administration hours after being ousted as National Security Advisor. White House announcing Waltz will be nominated for ambassador to the United Nations. We're also learning Secretary of State Marco Rubio will pull double duty as the interim National Security Advisor until a full-time replacement is selected. Good day for tech stocks on Wall Street. The Nasdaq leading the charge, up 1.5% on strong earnings from Microsoft and Meta. Dow and S&P also seeing some modest gains. Despite the recent string of green days, market volatility is still high, and growing congressional support for tariffs could keep it that way. Joe St. George on the Hill hearing from a growing number of Republican senators coming out in support of the aggressive trade move. In tonight's Impact Earth report, new action from the Justice Department to block lawsuits over climate change. Right now, Hawaii and Michigan plan to sue fossil fuel companies over greenhouse gas emissions and the resulting effect on our warming planet. DOJ today announcing it will sue both states preemptively, saying it's up to the federal government to regulate emissions. Countersuit also argues the state suits would hinder White House efforts to bolster domestic fuel production. Investigators believe a crime led to a deadly crash on I-10. It happened early yesterday morning near 51st Avenue when a pickup hit a motorcycle. DPS not offering any other details yet about that initial crime. An arrest after several calls about a man with a weapon in Glendale happened near 43rd Avenue in Camelback. Police getting the call about a man trying to hurt others with what appeared to be a machete. No one was seriously injured. Suspect now facing several charges, including aggravated assault. And a new chapter in the battle over plans for Axon's new headquarters in Scottsdale. City is seeking legal counsel about a newly passed law that overrides a referendum that would have allowed Scottsdale voters to make the decision. The governor signed the legislation that allows Axon to build out its headquarters, a large apartment project, restaurants, and a hotel near the 101 in Hayden. City Council will vote on the next steps next week. Right now, multiple school districts are getting ready to close down schools at the end of this month. One district already has some experience with that. We're checking back in with them 1 year later. The Paradise Valley Unified School District closed 3 campuses last May because of declining enrollment and a decrease in funding. A year ago, emotions ran high with parents and educators trying to figure out what to do next. Now, they've had most of a school year to adjust. We caught up with one mom about the transition.
It feels better now. It felt really, really hard, and there was a lot of sadness, but we've moved on. I feel bad that other parents and children are going to go through this.
Ahead at 6, hear from educators about the transition, what advice they have for communities going through the process now. A plan to combat a shortage of air traffic controllers. Department of Transportation rolling out more financial incentives, including increased salaries and bonuses. Right now, the FAA is short about 3,000 air traffic controllers.
You're starting to see cracks in the system, and you can see them in different locations. And it's our job, all of us working together, to not wait until there's a disaster. It's our job to actually see over the horizon what the issues are and fix it before there is an incident that we will seriously regret.
FAA also offering incentives to controllers nearing retirement to stay on the job.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We've got another day in the 90s tomorrow. It will be nice and cool, though, in the morning. 68 degrees at 6 a.m. Mid-80s for lunchtime tomorrow and 90s in the afternoon. Just a little bit above normal for this time of year. We also have a storm system that is coming in. It led to a few showers across the high country today, and there are more chances for that throughout the day tomorrow. A second storm system coming in Sunday and early next week. This one might bring some rain to the valley. It's also going to bring a major drop in temperatures and chances for snow to the high country. For the valley, likely less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. For the high country, about 1 to 2 inches of snow in Flagstaff and a snow level around 6,000 to 6,500 feet. And again, gusty winds and a major drop in temperatures putting Phoenix down into the 70s by the start of next week. We'll go from 95 on Saturday to 81 on Sunday as gusty conditions pick up. We could see wind gusts near 30, even 35 miles per hour. Then the cooler air settles in and we're in the 70s Monday and Tuesday.